On this important occasion, I welcome my colleague judges and their spouses, former judges of the High Court of Odisha, learned senior advocates and members of the bar, Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha, and the officers of the government present here. Officers of the President's Secretariat, New Delhi, and the Governor's Secretariat, Director General of Police, Commissioner of Police and other police officials, the Chief Postmaster General, Odisha Circle, and all officers from the Department of Posts, the Collector Cuttack, the judicial officers, officers of the High Court Registry led by the Registrar General, officials and representatives of the print and electronic media, and all ladies and gentlemen present. The High Court's judicial history commenced in 1916 when the circuit bench of the Patna High Court began holding its sittings in Cuttack. Even before the Constitution of India could be formally brought into force, the Orissa High Court Order 1948 was published on 30th April 1948. The first 4 judges of the High Court of Odisha, including the first Chief Justice, Shri Birokishore Rai, took their oaths of office on 26 July 1948. It was a historic moment. The pendency then was around 2,000 cases. In 1978, the sanction strength of the judges rose to 8. The number of pending cases rose to 7,057. In 2022, this High Court had a working strength of 24 judges, the highest ever in its history. In 2022, the High Court disposed of 1,36,599 cases and delivered 2,118 judgments. The district judiciary, with a current strength of 808 judges, disposed of in 2022 5,15,392 cases and delivered 1,61,263 judgments. The High Court of Orissa has been in the forefront as regards the adaptation of technology to improve access to justice. In the last 2 years, each of the branches, both judicial and non-judicial in the High Court, have been refurbished with an entirely new ambience and decor. In the High Court today, on the administrative side, the non-judicial branches and the Chief Justice's Secretariat are all paperless with the adoption of the Odisha Judicial Workflow Automation System. Other measures include opening of vulnerable witness deposition centers in every one of the 30 districts, virtual courts of the High Court in 20 districts, introduction of paperless courts in the High Court and the district courts, e-filing, provision of e-libraries for district court lawyers, and many such measures. Through all these measures, the judiciary in Odisha is witnessing a transformation in a positive way and creating a working atmosphere that incentivizes higher productivity of the judges and staff, both in the High Court and the district courts. The complete cooperation and assistance, both in terms of provision of infrastructure and finance by the state government, has contributed to this in no small measure. Odisha is perhaps the only state to have an exclusive judicial infrastructure management agency. In the 75th year of the High Court, we've been able to launch new projects and schemes, hold 2 national conferences, one on digitization and paperless courts, and the other on judicial history, and hold a number of events, including those involving former judges whom we honored in this very venue on 8th April of this year, lawyers, law clerks, our staff, our judicial officers, and law students. Today's is the fitting finale of the 75th year celebration of the Orissa High Court. The institution is moving ahead, strengthened by the confidence that the coming generation of judges and lawyers are committed to carrying forward the constitutional vision of delivering fair and equal justice to the people of Odisha. Madam President, the High Court is aware that issues of justice to the poor and the marginalized are close to your heart. On behalf of the High Court and the District Judiciary, we assure you that we will make every effort to reduce the waiting time of litigants, especially the poor and vulnerable ones, in the Court of Justice. The High Court is a people's institution and is committed to delivering on the constitutional promise of justice to the people of Odisha without fear or favor, affection or ill will. I shall not take much more time, but before I conclude, I want to say, Mahamihim Bharatara Rashtrapati Mahodaya, माननीय राज्यपाल ओडिशा, माननीय मंत्री एवं एठारे उपस्थित थिबा समस्त अतिथि भाई और बहनों मानंकु मु ओडिशा उच्च न्यायालय तरफरु यही शुभ अवसर रे हार्दिक और हृदय स्वागत जनाऊची एवं अशेष अशेष धन्यवाद दौची। जय हिंद।